Welcome to Egg Shorts. I'm Calen, and my father is next to me. Today, we're going to talk about costs of expanding on the ranch, and that can be the expansion of the ranch in terms of land, but that's not really what we're talking about today. This one is more or less expanding as a business. We've been full of new ideas, innovative ideas, so to speak, in the ranching world, and trying to test things out. Hopefully, make it a little bit more profitable year after year. So, what are some of those costs of expanding on the ranch?
Time. It takes
Yeah,
time to do it and do it
a
right.
lot.
I mean, and that really is an expense. It's an investment. So it takes time to turn a big ship, right? And this is not a big ship, but how you do things can take a year to 2 years to figure out with what you're doing. Is it right? Have we done the right things? Have we, you know, really kind of executed like you should? And one of those that we've talked a little bit about is, doing uh, raising our own beef for people's consumption, how they want it. And really we've kind of done a little bit something different. We don't offer just one thing, you know, if, we can do just all grass fat beef, or we can do all, just grass fed grain finished, or you can do whatever you want. And that's what we're trying to do is, we've got it set up so that we can custom feed what you want. Do you want
Right.
nice, lean, grass-fed beef, or do you want a little bit more tasty, tender marbled beef? So we can take an animal, finish it exactly how you want, kind of when you want to a point, and then have it done by a local or close to local butcher, and do them at a way when they're not getting a huge animal, but something that's more affordable for their pocketbook overall. And trying to fill a niche, make a niche. Really, it's really what we're trying to do is create something it's not just an either or, but it's what do you want, and we'll make it.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
that's kind of a big deal.
I'd say another thing too is with time, we've done things with like YouTube. It took us a year and a half before we started getting just like $1 from YouTube.
Yeah,
Like it was a lot of hours. I have the logbook to prove it. But then there's also like kind of in the physical realm too, is you guys are looking at expanding the ranch house, so to speak, to be more of both an agritourism destination and a ranching working ranch where you have the business aspect. So there's kind of the living area separated from the working area, and that is physically, time, and monetarily, uh it's costly as well because it takes
yeah,
up more space on the where the house is and stuff like that. It takes up a lot of money, and then it's going to take up time on top of that too. But
yeah. And when you get an idea like that and you see it can work and you pencil it out, you want to do it now.
yeah,
Well, now doesn't happen when you're having to, lay down concrete foundations
right,
and build and plan. I mean, you got to do it right. You got to think about how you want to make it happen, and is it really feasible, and then be able to afford it. I mean, it's not just you do one thing and go, yeah, let's make this happen. If you'd won the lottery, yeah, you could.
sure,
I
yeah,
mean, anything's possible. It just takes some money. And so it's, again, that's kind of a coordinated effort. Try to do it at the right time, because you can't build in the middle of winter here. It
right.
does not happen.
Well, and another thing
Not on
too
a
is
house.
people have asked with some of our digital expansion on social media. They've asked, hey, what about some of those hats that you guys wear, like me and my brother? And so we'll probably in the future be starting to sell those things, but we got to get to that point where we have a portal for people, the
Yeah.
viewers, to access and be able to get there. But it's a slow rate of speed right now. We're getting there slowly.
Well, and you don't want to do something that's not good.
Right.
You want something that's quality,
Quality.
and not be like a fly by night. I mean, that's nothing irritates me more than um trying to get a product from somebody it's half-assed. That's
Yeah.
that's a, that's a no-go.
Well, that's some of the costs of expansion, physical, time, and financial. But hopefully you all can continue to enjoy it as you watch us on YouTube. Hopefully succeed. We'll
Yeah.
we'll we'll soon find out. So that's it. That's costs and expansion.